Okay, so this is what the box looks like. War of the Spark Mythic Edition, made in the USA. There's nothing on the back, and then the bottom just has a bunch of Wizards of the Coast stuff. But it looks completely different from a normal booster box. So I'm gonna just grab a knife here. I do think I want to save the box. Oh, okay. Cool, it's got like this little insert thing. Interesting. I think I will keep that as a souvenir. So this is what the box looks like, I guess. Very cool. It's kind of like a fat pack box or a bundle box. How do I get it out? I've never gotten a Mythic Edition before, so you guys will just have to bear with me on this. Oh, that's cool. So it just like opens up like that. Oh, I kind of scuffed it, but that's okay. So then I take it, we just slide it out. Yep. Okay, so unlike a normal booster box, these have 24 packs instead of 36, and it has 8 planeswalker packs here. So what we're gonna do, I'm not gonna look at which ones they are, just gonna place them down, and they're gonna be little rewards at the end of our stacks here. They're a little difficult to open up. We'll do it every third pack. And they are just like normal booster packs. The only difference is they have the Planeswalker as an extra card in the pack. And I've got my my cases, my favorite katana sleeves, and some perfect fits for when I do open those, and in case I open anything else. But I'm so excited for this. My hands are basically shaking. Okay, so we're just gonna skip right through here. Ooh, Chandra. That's pretty cool. I've seen a couple decks playing those in Modern Red, or Mono Red, I should say. And it seems to be pretty good. I thought it was going to be bad, but I've been wrong about so many cards. Ooh, Ugin. Ooh, and a foil 10th District Legionnaire. This is played a lot in the Boros Feather decks. That's really cool to get a foil of. It also looks really nice too. And then Ugin is awesome. I love this card. I want to play with this in both EDH and in Standard. I'm thinking about trying to get back into that. So our first Planeswalker pack. I'm not going to look. I don't want to know which one it is before I open it. So we'll go through. So we still get our 3 uncommons. Ooh, Davriel. And then Soul Diviner is our rare. Okay, so this first one, let's get this out of the way. Ugin the Spirit Dragon. It's actually, it's a little dark. That's natural light. That's what it looks like, but it is a little dark. I'm glad I have katanas and not the Eclipse sleeves, because this might be a little tough to see in that. They have the foggier fronts, whereas these are just the clear. So there is our first one, Ugin the Spirit Dragon. even in this, even just double sleeved, it is pretty hard to see actually. But it's my second ever Ugin. I pulled one in the original box, but that is long gone, so I needed another one, so I'll just place that there. Oh, you can't even see that, there's no point. Don't really have any professional lighting, and the apartment we live in does not have ceiling lights, so regular daylight is just going to have to do. Ooh, giant. Okay, cool. Dreadhorde Invasion. This is kind of like a Bitter Blossom-esque card. You get a 1/1 each turn if you don't already have one. Otherwise, it just makes the token bigger. It's a little weak to removal, but I've seen a lot of decks run this so far on Arena, and I would play it. It's 2 mana. It's super cheap for what it does, and it makes sure you always have a body on board, which is really nice. Ooh, Dreadhorde Butcher. This card had a lot more hype before the set came out than it does now. I still think it's pretty good, especially because it can get bigger on its own, or you can pump it and kill it. But it definitely has had the hype die down on it. Alright. Planeswalker pack number 2. Ooh, God Eternal Ketros, our first mythic. This card is extremely good. It's played in standard. It's going to be really good in EDH. You get a 4/4 every single time you cast a creature spell, and it's hard to get killed, so really, really good card. And then we have one of the Planeswalkers from the set, Gideon Blackblade. This one's a lot easier to see, and I really don't mind the foiling on this. I thought I would hate it, but it actually looks really cool, and I think this is just a good card too, so I'm glad that they put this in here instead of you know, just a random other mythic. It would have been nice to have Liliana just because of how much she is, but I mean, they've already put so much value into this. Yeah, see, Gideon is way, way easier to see than Ugin. So it may just be an Ugin thing. I'll have to check at the end of the video just to put them in regular sleeves and versus the I can't even think of it, versus the Eclipse sleeves, and see how they look. Ooh, Vivian's Arcbow, cool. I don't have one of these, and I really wanted one because it seems really good for EDH. All you have to do is discard a card, which in most decks, discarding can actually be a good thing, or at least in most EDH decks that I play with green in them, at least. Widespread Brutality. This I have seen in conjunction with Dreadhorde Invasion. They will play Dreadhorde Invasion, amass it twice, and then when they get to 4 mana, they just play this, and it wipes basically every single creature on the board. It's crazy. It's really good. A lot of decks are playing it. Grixis. So you get the zombie creature tokens have hexproof guy in there as well. Ooh, second mythic. We got our Rolesk. This card, I don't know what to think about it. It's nice because of the death trigger, but everything else is kind of meh about it. 5 mana, 4/5 flying trample, and you get 2 1/1 counters on another creature you control, which if you don't have anything, or if they just kill it in response, then I would rather be casting, at least in standard, I would rather cast the Hydra, but who knows. Oh, All right, here's, this one is super dark too. So we have Jace the Mind Sculptor. This and Ugin were like the main reasons that these sold out so fast. And it's really dark as well. But in my opinion, it is better art. And it's kind of bling, because it's from a premium product. So I am still very happy to have it nonetheless. And I may just try to sell my regular Jace the Mind Sculptor. But yeah, this and Ugin are super hard to see. I feel like I'm going very slow through this, but I want to enjoy it. Ooh, Saheeli, that's a really good card. Oh my god, another Mythic. God Eternal Ronas. This is a really good card. This is already slotted into, I think, 5 or 6 of my EDH decks. Basically any deck that runs creatures and has green. This is a pretty good finisher for. Ooh, and Relentless Advance is a foil. That's okay. There's not really too much detail in the picture that would make that foil pop out to me, but it's very cool art nonetheless. Plus it's just a common. Another Eternal Skylord. Ooh, Vivian. Okay, Vivian is another good card, I think, for EDH. It's actually, I've seen it played in a few Bant aggro decks for standard as well. But just the passive itself is really good. 3 mana for harder to kill than a creature. And it really just has some good support abilities as well. I really like that card. Alright, Planeswalker number 4. I'm gonna guess maybe it's Sarkhan? Oh, we got Commence the Endgame. This card's okay. I'm not really too impressed by it. And oh, Tezzeret, okay. God, some of these are really dark. I don't know if I like the foiling on these, if it's going to make them so hard to see. But Tezzeret the Seeker is also a extremely good card for EDH. I'm not sure about other formats, but I do know it has seen some play. Maybe not now in Modern with the London Mulligan rule, but any blue deck with artifacts wants it in EDH. But yeah, these super hard to see. I don't know, so far Gideon looks the best out of all of them, because I can actually see what the card is. And maybe they'll look better under an actual light, but under natural light, you kind of hope that they would look really good. Eh. Submarine, ooh. Foil Kaya. Now that looks cool with the eyes and the daggers. Wow. That's more interesting than this thing. I think the submarine might be one of the worst rares in the set. Oh my god, is that our 3rd mythic so far? Oh, and a foil Kiora too. Very cool. This is a good one to have foil, but Finale of Devastation. In my opinion, this is the best finale out of all of them, because it can hit creatures in graveyards and libraries. I think this card's insane. This is a really, really good finisher. Planeswalker pack number 5. I feel like I've gotten at least 3 of these so far in this box. Oh my god, another submarine. Okay. Ooh, and Garrick. Oh, okay, cool. It does come with the emblem. Another dark one. Anything with the black and blue, it seems like it's just really, really dark. It looks cool. I really like the art for it. And I've always wanted one since it came out too. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to take a few pictures of natural light versus unnatural and see how it looks in these cases versus the Eclipse sleeves. Oh, another Saheeli, cool. Oh, and Bioessence Hydra. This card, ooh, and another foil. Wow, we're just getting a ton of foils. Bioessence Hydra is pretty cool. This card can get really big, especially if you have like 2 or 3 planeswalkers and it just comes out as a monster. I really like this card. I'm quite partial to blue-green anyways, but I think that card in the right deck can be pretty solid for standard. Ooh, Domri. Not quite as good as the previous Domri, but still, I think it's really good, at least for standard. In EDH, it's nice because it pumps all your guys and it has repeatable removal, but I think it'll shine more in standard than in Commander. Okay. Enter the God Eternals. This was another card that was kind of in as a finisher in the Amass decks. So it's pretty decent. And we have Nicol Bolas, the other planeswalker from the set. See, this with the purple is a lot easier to see. This looks way brighter than Garrick does, even. Look at that. This is so much easier to read. So I don't know. I'm not too impressed with a few of these, just because of the brightness for them. I can see why people are not fans of the from the vault foiling now. I've also never had any from the vault cards, so this is really my first in-person experience. But yeah, even in the cases, look how much easier that is. All right, we're actually coming towards the end here. Ravnica at War. This card's interesting. Mono white decks are gonna love this. Try and get through these as soon as I can, while still letting myself enjoy it. No foil rare, but there's only 24 packs, and 8 of them can't have a foil rare, so I'm not really sure if I should be expecting one. Ooh, Karn's Bastion. Reusable Proliferate. It's a pretty solid card. I'll find a home for that. So we have 2 planeswalkers left. Nahiri and Sarkhan. Oh, I just got a peek at this one. This one's Nahiri. Another really good, solid planeswalker that they put in this. This one is definitely a lot better than the previous Mythic Edition. Mobilized District. I have like 3 of these now. And here she is. This one is also a little hard to see. Not as bad, because it has the reds, which help it out a lot. But this card is a pet card of mine. I really like it, and I want to find a home for it. It's played in Legacy and Modern a little bit, but I gotta find a deck that I can use it in EDH with. Yeah, this one looks fine in the sleeves. All right, 3 packs left. All right, let's see here. I feel like I've gotten a few of these as well. Casualties of War. This is like a kind of a more expensive Decimate. But I think Decimate fizzles, if not all of the targets illegal? I can't remember. So last chance for foil rare here. I don't think we got it. Ooh, Elder Spell. This is a very situationally good removal. It's a really good rate for destroying any number of planeswalkers, but you have to have people playing planeswalkers. So our last Mythic Edition planeswalker is going to be Sarkhan. Of course, the only one that I guessed. Ooh, and we got an Ajani. Cool. This gives all your guys vigilance. And this is another pet card of mine. I'm not a huge fan of the art on this one. I just think that his stance is a little bland, but I love the teamer colors, and I try to fit him in any deck that I have that has that. Just like that his plus gives you a card and adds mana. But he is one of the easier ones to see, so I'll take that. I will still use this over the regular Sarkhan, I believe. But that is it for the boxes. I'm going to take a couple pictures and I'll include them after this. But thanks for watching so far. So this is what they look like under regular lights, just some normal kitchen lights. So Gideon looks really, really crystal clear here. And then Ugin still looks very dark. Looks a bit better without the sleeve, but you put him in any sort of sleeve and it's just so hard to see it. Alright, so back with the natural light, this is what Ugin looks like. Obviously with the clear sleeve, he still looks about the same. Whoops. This is the katana sleeves. Now this is the one that I'm worried about. These are the Eclipse sleeves. It actually doesn't look too bad. It takes away that from the vault sort of sheen that they have. That sort of, see that foiling like that? It really takes that away. I almost want to say they look better in the Eclipse sleeves. So that's what it looks like normally. It's hard to tell under the camera, but it almost looks like they're barely even foil in these, which makes them easier to read. The trouble with these the art makes it seem so dark, but when you put it in an Eclipse sleeve, it's actually much more bearable. It's really interesting. And then just for funsies, I have just like the regular old Ultra Pro. They look okay in these too. I believe these are not completely clear. They also have a little bit of a foggy, yeah, you can see it right there. They are foggy, just like the Eclipse sleeves. But with these, they're perfectly clear, so it doesn't hide any of the foiling. I guess it's up to personal preference, but maybe it's just that they have the, yeah, they look a lot better without the perfect fits. So maybe it's just the perfect fits that are making them a bit darker. Either way, I'm still really happy with these. I mean, it's packed with a ton of value. Like Ugin and Jace themselves are both over, I think Ugin's like $70 for a regular one and Jace is $130. So, I mean, just there with the premium versions, it paid for the box. But then you also get Gideon, you get Nicol Bolas, which he's up there as well. I think he's currently the most expensive card in the set, although his price will probably be going down a little bit soon. And then, you know, Nahiri and Sarkhan, they're not really worth much. Tezzeret, I believe, is like around $10, and Garruk doesn't see much play at all. So he is not too expensive, but he's a very cool card. Yeah, I think it's just the perfect fits that make them very dark. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for sticking around if you have made it all the way through the video. And hopefully I can come back with something else pretty soon. Thanks.